Have you been daydreaming about the summer wave of Harry Potter Legos? Well, stick around and I'll show you everything I picked up at the Lego store. Hey there everyone, my name's Perry and welcome to The Potter Addict. Now, you all know of my love for Lego and all things Harry Potter related. But the new wave of Harry Potter Legos, they did a top-notch job of giving us some of the things that you were just missing from the sets. And they actually stepped up a little bit more for me and gave me something I wasn't expecting. Now, most people, when they showcase the Lego sets that they picked up for their big haul, they come up with 2 big bags and slap them on the table and go through everything that's in there. But Lego went one step further this year and introduced the Hermione Grainger Lego Bag. Now, if you've seen the show, you know as well as I do, Hermione has a bottomless bag where she stores just about anything and everything, and she is clutch in saving Ron and Harry's lives on many different occasions. So what we're going to do is go through everything that I've got in this bag, and it's a lot. So we're going to go through each set real quick, show you everything I picked up, and set up the way for future videos where I'll go in depth on each one. So let's get started. Just take the one right off the top here. First set, the Shrieking Shack. Now, they've previously done a Shrieking Shack, but in my opinion, wasn't near as I guess, detailed as this one. I think that this set is by far probably my second favorite set that they released. I mean, if you look, man, it's got quite a few minifigures with it. I mean, it's not loaded to the gills, but I mean, 6 minifigures isn't bad. But on top of that, the werewolf version of Remus Lupin, the Padfoot version of Sirius Black. They've even got the Peter Pettigrew and the rat, so Whomping Willow's in there. I mean, there's all kinds of details in this set that makes this my number 2 on what I was most excited about. All right, next set. Let's see here. Ministry of Magic. So, Ministry of Magic is number 3, believe it or not, on my list of sets that I was excited about. This one, more so for the fact that, number 1, they've never done a Ministry of Magic before. So, that's really cool. But number 2, is the fact that they give you some of the figures that they've never given you before. So, there's new minifigures that have been introduced. Just to give you a few, you've got, Runcorn, you got Pius. Yeah, there's so many different figures that you're going to see for the very first time in this set that they've never given you before. So brand new minifigures is always a plus, but Ministry of Magic, really, really cool. Now, in my opinion, I feel like they kind of cheaped out a little bit on the statue. I just feel like it should have been a little bit more ornate, bigger, maybe, because the statue in the movies is massive. It's a massive statue. So I think that's the only place I feel a little cheated, but at the same time, still a very, very cool set that I'm looking forward to building. What's next? Let's see. No, let's save that one for later. Let's do, that one right there. Now, this one is pretty cool. If you are a collector like I am, you've got the other, Lego sets that have the flapping wings, the fox and the Hedwig. Even though I've never built the Hedwig one yet, I've got him in my collection. He's on the list of ones that I need to get caught up with. But this one here will definitely get built before it. I mean, Horntail Dragon chasing Harry on his broom. I mean, fighting for that golden egg. This is awesome. Must have. Absolutely, guys. So, looking forward to building that one. What's next? Let's do my favorite. This is the one. Oh, it's down there a little bit further than I expected. Hold on. Jeez. Yep, there it is. Yep, I got it. Now, this is the one I was most looking forward to. Now, I've heard from other YouTubers that it's kind of a boring build because it's redundant, because, you know, you're building the facades are basically 3 sections that are all the same. But how cool is it that it folds back so that it is, you know, just the 2 standard you know, brickstone buildings, and then you pull it apart and the Order of the Phoenix's hideout is hidden behind. Very, very cool, very unique set. This is, again, an absolute must-have. You gotta have Grimmauld Place if you're a Harry Potter fan and if you're a Lego collector. Definitely must have. Also give you a few new, unique minifigures. So definitely a set. This is my number 1 on my sets that I was looking forward to, for sure. All right, what's next? Let's see. Let's go with the little set. It's right here. Again, this one here, I mean, wasn't all that excited about getting a Threstal carriage with Luna and Harry, but completionist, what can I say? I can't help myself. I mean, if it's out there and it's part of the sets, you gotta have it, or else there's just something that eats away at you inside. Oh, but pick that one up as well. Let's see here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 more left. Let's go with, nope, out of the way. Let's go with this one. Sirius's Escape. So now this is one that I'm a little on the fence with, and it's only because I love the Hogwarts Castle I've got up there on my shelf, and I will hang in there. I will get to a video showcasing that castle. I've got something really neat planned for that video, but this is part of the modular castle build, you know, the flat kind of fronted Hogwarts castles. And although I haven't showcased any of those, I've got those as well. I want to do a display that basically just showcases the inside rather than the outside. I mean, the outsides are cool, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it gives you a place to kind of stage different scenes from the movie, because I feel like the modular sets showcase the inside more so than they do the outside. I mean, giving you things like, you know, the Gryffindor dorm, the Polyjuice potion mistake. I mean, the way you get down into the Devil's Snare. I mean, they've got all the little details that you don't really get to see from the outside of that one. Now, that one, in my opinion, is an amazing Hogwarts Castle, though. I mean, the detail of the outside and everything, I mean, that one is by far my favorite. Now, they also have the mini-scale version of Hogwarts Castle, which is the most accurate depiction of the entire castle. I mean, it's got all the little details, you know, the little mini Whomping Willow. They've got little mini Hagrid's hut. They've got the dragon that sits on the side of the 3 spires. I mean, you've got all the details in that one that's really cool. Now, that one's a big one, and it's $400 on its own. I have not picked that one up yet. trust me. I mean, how many Hogwarts castles do you need? But I want it. I mean, it's one of those things. It calls to me all the time. I will eventually have it. Who knows when, but it's coming. But Sirius's Escape, again, I mean, not totally excited about this one just because it is, you know, again, part of that modular system. And honestly, they don't really give you anything that spectacular with this one, but have to pick it up. I mean, I just didn't have a choice on that one. It's who I am. It's how I am. Well, I guess that leaves us with one left. You gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, heck, that's a big set. You'd think it'd be easy to find. Together. Oh, here we go. Dumbledore's office. Now, I will tell you again, this is part of the Hogwarts modular system. But this one, I was kind of excited about. I mean, they give you a lot more exterior detail than they've ever given you on any of those modular sets. I mean, there's a little bit more three-dimensional character to this one. I mean, they also give you, you know, a couple characters that you haven't had before. I mean, in different outfits. I mean, you probably had them before. Plus, you also get a couple tiles. You know, I'm still missing two. I've still not, with all the sets I've purchased, I've still not been able to track down the Slytherin one. So, I mean, it's one that I'm on the hunt for that I will eventually have. But this is a cool set. I'm looking forward to building this one. There's a lot of detail on the inside that they give you that you've never seen before. They've got the pensive here. They've got the Sword of Gryffindor at the top. I mean, they've got, I mean, like I said, some really neat little details that I'm looking forward to adding to that system. And I'll showcase this one on its own, but I will also show you how I'm going to incorporate it into that whole modular system, because I've got a little bit different approach than most people. They're looking for that, you know, that, I guess that real good exterior view, and I could care less about the exterior. I want that internal view so I can stage some scenes and do some cool, you know, little clips from movies. So, but that pretty much wraps up all of the sets from the wave. I mean, there's been quite a few, and don't be jealous of Hermione's bag. This was limited edition, and it's all mine. So, hopefully, this has shown you guys a couple of these that you're going to think about going and picking up, because there are some definite good ones out there that I would highly recommend. You don't want to miss out on any of these. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if this is your thing, maybe. But honestly, it's, in my opinion, some of these, you know, you can't do without. Some of them you gotta have. They're absolute must-haves to add to your collection. Grimmauld Place, I mean, come on. Ministry of Magic, please. You can't go without those in your collection if you're a true Potter and Lego fanatic. So that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. I am not getting near the comments that I would love to see. I actually, believe it or not, would love to see more comments from everyone. Hateful, you know, good, you know, bad, whatever they may be. I just love the comments. So I want to see more, and subscribe. Please subscribe. You know, help me help you. I want to put up more videos and purchase more for my collection, and I need more subscribers to do that. So like, subscribe, comment below, and as always, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.